You're live.
We're live. Thanks for being with us.
Are we really live? You just never know. It's really weird with this thing because you don't know when you are live.
Well, that's why you just had fun looking at me on Instagram.
You're kind of just
don't go on there.
You're kind of just trusting that you're live, but then you don't even know.
Unless people tell you.
Yeah, so I guess we just wait for somebody to say, we are live.
Welcome to another Monday night of Home Improvement TV.
Home Improvement TV. If we're live, let us know in the comments below.
Yeah.
So, what is this show going to be about tonight?
We're here for you guys. That's why we're here. We're here to answer questions. You want to talk about safety. So we are here to,
Hello from
be a part of the Paint Life community.
Alberta, Canada. So we're going to be talking about tonight, I'm going to be talking about some job site safety. Why is that?
Because you post stuff and people have opinions when they see like 30 seconds of your day and they think that's your whole day. And so maybe that's what brings it to your mind.
Yeah, it's so interesting how us painting a wall with an extension pole can bring up so many reactions from people that we should be using scaffolding and how we have a ladder, a 24-foot ladder, and I just posted a picture of Zach on the ladder and how that brings up a lot of emotions in people.
Yeah, so we're going to be talking about that and answering questions.
Yeah, job site safety. If you have any job site safety tips, let us know.
Yeah, and we have a big week.
We do. We are taking off.
We have a really big week. We're so excited.
This Wednesday.
At like 5 in the morning.
You are making a guest appearance at the Painting Expo in Galveston,
I'm just
Texas.
with you.
Whatever, your paint wife.
Yep, I'm your paint wife.
Making an appearance.
So we're super excited. We're being a guest of Graco, and they're going to have tons of stuff for us to give away. So if you're in the Galveston area, come down and see us, and you'll have a chance to win awesome stuff. Also, if they can't come down to Galveston next Monday night, are we going to give anything away?
We're going to be giving away one of our sprayers next Monday night on our webpage, theidahopainter.com is the only place to enter to win. So we're giving away a sprayer next Monday, and then the Monday after that. One of them is going to be the Graco Ultra Handheld. One of them is the Finish Pro, and I don't know which one is which night. If you go enter to win, it tells you the date they're giving away. Thank you very much, Angel. Big shout out to Angel Guzman for the super chat, and then big shout out to Family Man. He says it's too cold to paint in PW.
The cold, today, the cold came to Idaho today. So Katie Johnny has a question about painting white colors. Yep. How can it be done in 2 coats instead of 3? Doesn't that have to do with the type of product they're using?
That's going to be a lot of the quality of the product you use. So whites, some whites are covered terribly, and so using a high quality paint is going to give you the better odds of getting it done in 2 coats. But sometimes, depending on what you're going over, if you're going over a white, but if you're going over, say, black or a vibrant red or something like that, we just did a white laundry room, and even the white we use, which was a product from Sherwin called Cashmere, it still took 3 coats.
Wow.
But here's a simple tip or trick that you can do, but it will microscopically change the color a little bit. At the paint store, have them add titanium, as much titanium as they could put into the paint, so because eventually it's going to overflow. So say, can you throw in an ounce of titanium? The titanium makes the paint hide better, but it's going to lighten the paint up slightly. So sometimes when we're painting whites and stuff like that, and we know they're not going to cover well, like antique white is horrible for covering, we say toss in some titanium, 2 ounces of titanium. And
that's a good trick.
And typically the customers would never notice the color difference by adding the titanium. So there you go. Tip.
So very good
hot
tip. Very hot tip. So
hot tip like you.
Just a dork. So anyways, we are super excited. So it's always when you're getting ready to go out the door, and you're running 2 businesses, it's a lot of work to get out the door. But you were busy painting today. What were you working on today?
I was working on a very nice house.
I saw, because guess what? I brought you a sandwich. Did you ever eat it?
I did.
Okay. And when I went to put it in your car, your keys were on and your radio was playing.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. It's amazing the truck wasn't running.
So it was very good that...
I think only Captain Zach is the only one that's done that before.
Okay. So hopefully Zach's with us. Thank you, Donald, for being with us. I bet you it's cold up in Canada.
If you have questions, we're here tonight to answer your questions. I'm here live. Paint Wife Lisa's live if you've got questions for her.
Yeah.
Journeyman John, I'm not sure if he's popped on here yet, but he usually gets home, gets on, and he's answering questions live at the computer. And now Captain Zach has been answering questions live too.
But they were working really late because we are trying to finish up some jobs before we go out of town.
Yeah.
And so hopefully they can join us and answer your questions. But Brendan Weir's from Brisbane, Australia.
Awesome.
So
got somebody from Australia
thanks for being with us.
Hopefully we're going to be heading there soon.
Yeah, and Paint Pros Colorado is with us. And our daughter right now, our youngest, is in the air right now flying back from Colorado Springs back to Spokane.
Cool.
Yeah.
I thought she was already back to school, but obviously
she's getting back tonight, so she'll be back at school tomorrow.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Going to talk about some job site safety. Got some stuff to open up.
Some stickers.
Some stickers. Somebody, if you have a sticker, a company sticker, business sticker, or if you just have, I guess, a random sticker, I'd rather have like your company sticker. Send us to, and we will send you 2 of our stickers, and we'll open them up here live.
Andrew Slovacek said, "Why is Chris always drinking out of the bottle in the live show?" I don't know why. I usually pour it in a glass for him.
I don't know.
So I was sitting down and he went and got that and he didn't get a cup. So I would say he's drinking out of the bottle because I didn't get him the drink in the cup.
And because when I'm talking, it makes me thirsty.
Okay.
But they're not paying me. That's the question. You bought this stuff from Costco and it tastes really good. And I like it. And they are not a sponsor. We used to drink diet
soda and we've gotten really good not drinking
What is this? How do you say it? Pellegrino?
Uh-huh.
Pellegrino, if you want to sponsor. Whatever.
Oh my gosh. So, but we are here paint for you guys. We want to be a part of Paint Life community. And Chris was just on Instagram. Instagram. He was showing this tool because somebody asked about how to get a paint run out. And so this tool he didn't know about last year at this time. He found out about this from meeting painters in Hawaii.
A painter from Hawaii. I said, "What's your favorite tool?" And he pulled that thing out of his pocket, and I was like, "Holy cow, that thing is super rad!" And I brought it back, and John was blown away. And we eventually found the manufacturer, and I bought a whole bunch of them.
Now we're selling some.
I got 100 of them, and now we're selling them on our website because we love them. And here in the U.S., you cannot get them very easy.
Did they come from New Zealand?
They came from New Zealand.
Yeah.
These actually came. And this is the craziest thing because in New Zealand, people just don't work in the summertime.
They close the factory up for a little bit.
They shut the whole factory down for 3 months because it's summer and we just don't work in summer. And so it took me like 3 months to eventually get a hold of somebody to discuss buying those things. So because I just wanted a couple of them for our van, but it became such a big ordeal. I was like, you might as well sell me 100 of them.
Yeah.
And then I'll just start selling them on my website to other people so you don't have as much problem getting them.
But that's why we're part of the Paint Life community because we want to help you guys and equip you and educate and empower, but we're learning from you. So thank you for sharing with us.
Wet paint, they kind of cool. So they sent 2 stickers right
there. Those are cute. I like those.
Cute. I don't know if they were like when they were designing it, they wanted it to look cute, but they wanted it to look
I think they're cute.
Super rad or like cool. But I guess cute will work.
Yeah.
What these guys are from, it says, it's interesting because it doesn't say the city they're from.
But last time, you don't want to rip their address.
Yeah, they are from Connecticut.
Connecticut. So I will be sending them a couple of our stickers.
That's what CT stands for.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Just kidding.
So if you guys don't know, we are doing a giveaway next week of a sprayer and the following week. And so the only way you can enter to win is by going to our website, theidahopainter.com.
You know what's interesting?
And you have to be live.
We were just on Instagram and somebody made a suggestion.
Yes.
So somebody suggested on Instagram that we start posting how-to videos in blogs on YouTube to start teaching how to paint. So it's kind of interesting. So somebody on Instagram didn't even know we had this channel.
Yes.
And so,
So
and then
different audiences.
Somebody on Instagram said they sent us a message that says, "I paint better than you, sucker." So they wanted I don't know, he just wanted...
we want everybody's quality to increase and to do better. So we're good about that. What's this, Chris?
Capstone Painting gave us a super chat, $5. Thank you very
you.
much, Capstone Painting. Look him up. Andrew Slovacek. What is Chris? Oh, you already answered that question about what I meant. Why am I drinking?
Yes, I already read that.
It is just water. It's not vodka or anything either. It's really the
Mineral water.
Mineral water.
Sparkling water.
Because I get a dry mouth when I'm starting to talk, so I don't know what the heck
But
this
we
is.
used to drink diet soda all the time, and we don't very much.
I do. I just do it when you're not looking.
Oh. That's not true. I just don't buy it anymore. But when we go out,
You don't
sometimes.
buy it anymore.
Yeah.
So, that's crazy. So, I just saw these things on Kruger Construction's Instagram. Go check him out. Kruger's Instruction. He's got, and this was crazy. These things. It's a 5-in-1 tool. John, here you go. Your knife, because John carries a knife with him, and it's a knife and a 5-in-1 tool, and I thought that's the sickest thing. And I was like, he's not even a
But
painter.
there's razor blades.
I know. Hang on. And they, I think the people that make the roll-up bucket or something like that make this thing. Here,
We don't
read
know.
that right there. But this is, and I was like, why in the world? He's not
Here
even
are
a
some knives.
painter.
If you like, you can do a giveaway.
How about not giving these things suckers away? How
Just
about?
give me the mailing address, U.S. only, and I will ship. Oh, that's from Steve.
So, hey,
Thank
Steve,
you,
if you
Steve.
want to send us something to give away, I'll bet you.
He said he'll do the mailing, so we'll plan on doing a giveaway.
Well, we'll give
give
away
one-
2 right now.
We'll give away 2 tonight.
We'll give away 2 tonight. This thing
Chris is
super
really
cool.
excited. Steve said he was going to send it to you.
So I haven't used one
Myers,
yet.
Florida.
I've only saw him today. I think it was this morning on Instagram. Check this out, John.
Be careful.
John, don't want to cut myself because there's razor blades. So this is a 5-in-1 tool. Look at that. So a 5-in-1 with. Let me see if I can figure out how to use it.
Oh, gosh.
With a knife. So it's got an X-Acto knife on it right here. So check that out. So now you got an X-Acto knife, and I'm always asking for John for his knife and stuff, and he has a Milwaukee knife that has a blade just like this, and I'm always asking for it, and it's super cool. So it's got
Well, safety,
adjustable
how
blade,
would
and
we-
look,
Ooh.
and it has this little thing, so you can like like a gunslinger.
No, I didn't know that.
I'm not. I don't know what that's for, but it's got. Look at that. It's got a screwdriver right there. So I'm just figuring this out right here. I probably should have just looked on the back of it, but it's your typical 5-in-1. Love it. I love it.
Very
Look at that.
exciting.
Woohoo! Now this is a cool tool. I mean, there's some things. I mean, I really like that. So and it looks like it's made well, and it's got like the brass knuckle effect. So it's like. And so if anybody attacks you at the job site, you like that, you can be your fighter. I don't know.
Love people.
Love people. All right, exactly. So yeah, I'm really liking this thing. So it's probably got some, and we're gonna give away 2. Let's give away one right now.
But he said he'll ship to the U.S.
To the U.S.
Yeah. So. Sorry.
If you're not from the U.S. Sorry, if you're not from the U.S., you just don't get to play. That's no fair. I mean, maybe we'll just ship if there's somebody want it from outside the U.S.
Yeah, we can pay the difference.
How are we gonna give one away?
How are we going to give one away?
Man, it's even like it's screwed on here, the little belt clip thing. It's looks like it's really well made. I'm really digging it.
So
the 5-in-1's not too sharp. Some of them some of these companies make them. I like them. I don't like them so sharp. That's not so sharp, and this is kind of rounded over dull. I don't like the ones that are pointed because I keep stabbing myself with them and stuff. It's called the 2-edge. So the 2-edge knife. Very cool. Let me see if.
So, Steve said he will ship 2.
Oh, let's see. Should we?
So.
How
The
should we get
feed's
one away?
going crazy on that, and this is barely moving. So they
'cause-
must be. Oh, we're really behind.
Are we behind?
We're really behind. Oh, we're really behind. Hi, Sean Sinclair. Thanks for being with us. Rio Good Painting. He's already giving us a number.
Who is it?
Timothy
Rio Good
Barco.
Painting? Where's Rio Good Painting from? Have you ever
I
heard
would
of
say
him?
I've never heard of him, but I would say Texas.
Rio from Rio?
That's what I would say.
Maybe we should just give him one. He already guessed the number.
No, we haven't done a number. We haven't seen how we're going to do it away. So I think a number would be a good way to do it.
Really? Okay. 2-edge 5-in-1 tool. Bruce Martinez says he needs one. Zorcorp.com. So XC Painter must already
Hi,
know about it.
Tim.
So it says Zorcorp right here. So there must be zorcorp.com. So he's correct. It says it right there, and it has some instructions back here and stuff. Very, very cool.
So real fast before we give that away, Cody Townsend said John had a buddy that just had his cabinets painted. They used Promar 200 interior alkalide. What are your thoughts?
With Promar 200 on cabinets?
I don't think it's very good thoughts.
Boy, that's not good. Yeah,
Bob
that's
Handyman, thanks for being with us.
that's going to be a big long discussion how you're going to have to try to resolve that, which I mean, oh boy, that's I don't
you
even
love
know.
Promar 200, don't you?
Oh boy, I don't know how. I mean, you're gonna have to. I mean, without like completely stripping them all down, all the paint off down to bare wood. I mean, spraying like a hard bonding primer over it, and then lacquering over the top of that. Something that's gonna create this hard shell over the top of that. That's it wouldn't scratch off and stuff, man.
So you would recommend don't paint Promar 200 on cabinets?
Oh no.
Yeah.
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 So how are we gonna do it? Promar 200. Use Classic. Probably Pro Classic is what he's talking about.
But you're not a fan of that, are you?
I don't even like Pro Classic. I wouldn't put Pro Classic on cabinets. I would put something like, the Pro Industrial waterborne epoxy or multi-surface acrylic, or better yet, just use catalyzed lacquer is what we use. So how about, here we go. Should we do a number? Is that how we're just going to do it? You're not just going to pick somebody on there?
What?
You're not going to just pick somebody
No,
on there?
I'm not just going to pick somebody on there. And then if it has to ship out of the country, then I'll say I'll send them money.
Okay, the first person to guess the first 3 digits of their zip code.
Oh.
First person to guess the
3?
first...
That's a little
the first
hard.
2 digits.
First 2.
First 2 digits of their zip code, of the company's zip code.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That shouldn't be too hard.
So the first 2 digits of the zip code.
Can you figure that out?
Yeah, it's...
I thought you were going to say it.
Oh, I'm not going to say it.
Your mom. So Matthew Berge says the first 2 digits. So that's, that he put 3 digits, but if the 2 digits were in there.
So Jerson says
You're
he
gonna-
hasn't got our gift stickers. You need to email me your address, and I would mail them to you.
Email your address, and we will mail them to you.
Oh,
boy,
my
here it comes.
goodness.
Somebody wants a knife.
Oh my goodness.
Are we allowed to send weapons through the mail?
Yes.
Is TSA going to come arrest us or anything?
No, you're mailing it.
Is that one right there? That's the...
Yes.
Because I said, even though... Because we said 3
Yeah.
digits. So, we have a winner.
Yes.
Oscar Singh.
Okay, type his little
Oscar
thing.
Singh.
I don't think anybody's with us tonight, Chris.
I think John and
I think they worked
Captain
late.
Zach.
Yeah, they painted late because John's going out of town
So
with
Oscar
us.
Singh, email us at liveshow@the-idaho-painter.com and email us your address.
Yes.
Your mailing address.
Your mailing
and then
address.
we're going to ship it off to Steve, who said that he would ship it off. Let us know if let us know right now if you're from the U.S. If you're not from the U.S., we're going to have to work that out.
Yeah.
We'll end up sending it. So.
We'll have to
Cool.
figure that out.
We'll give one more away a little bit later tonight. That's kind of cool.
So, Josh wants to know what's the website we could buy them at.
So the website you can buy them at is
Maybe we'll talk to them also.
zorcorp.com. So it's ZOOR ZORRCORP.com. Zorcorp.com. Right there. I just entered it. That's where you can buy them. That's super cool. It was kind of weird that I just saw it.
Can you show the company name
Cougars.
again?
They must be shipping them out to a bunch
The
of
company name
Instagram.
again?
The company name, Zorcorp. It's
No,
Two Edge.
it's 2-edge knife.
That's the name of the knife. The company name is Zorcorp. Right here. Zorcorp.
Yep, there you go.
Dig it.
Yep.
Cool.
That was exciting. So
That
we
was
have
exciting.
one more we're going to give away.
We're going to give away another one. So, courtesy of Zorcorp. So, if anybody has any questions they want answered, our knee pads is important to you guys, like us old folks. I used to wear knee pads, and they have some painters' pants. Like over in the UK, they make them where you just slide the knee pads into your knees. And like today, I was wishing I had knee pads on because my knees hurt really bad from playing goalie yesterday.
Wait, because you didn't... We bought him a special knee pad, And he thought, I'll play soccer without the knee pad on. Why? So that you hurt yourself.
Yeah, so my
you
knees,
don't even know.
My knees are thrashed, but it is a really good idea to wear knee pads and stuff, and it will save you. It's like one of those things is just like going out in the van. I'm too lazy to go get them and stuff. I used to have like 4 or 5 pairs in them, and none of my guys wear them, but they're more than welcome to go buy them and wear them if they wanted to. But it is a really good knee. It is a good idea to wear them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to wear them all the time.
So John
early in my
Harrell
career.
says, have you ever used PPG Breakthrough on cabinet doors?
PPG Breakthrough is a good product for cabinets. Excellent.
But
I
you-
wouldn't have a problem putting that on cabinets at all.
But
It's a great
your
product.
system is using the
We
pre-catalyzed
use-
lacquer.
We use pre-catalyzed lacquers.
Yeah.
If I had to go with a waterborne latex
Mm-hmm.
product, I would be comfortable putting PPG on my own, Breakthrough on my own cabinets.
Ron Thrall said Zorcorp makes the Roll-A-Bucket.
That's what I thought. So when I saw it on Kruger Construction's Instagram, he said something about the Roll-A-Bucket, and it's kind of interesting.
Well, and I think he messaged you too, and that's how we sent the address and stuff.
The Roll-A-Bucket, we were going to break it out today. We used it the other day, and John absolutely loves the thing. So Roll-A-Bucket, it works.
Oscar says, where do I send my address?
So Oscar, he's from
He's-
Palm Beach. So
okay, so he needs to
email
type in
us. I already
email
typed
us.
it in.
Oh, but he's going to find it.
Live show at Oscar live show at I'm going to be at idaho-painter.com. Whoops, it's com, not com.
Yeah.
Take the N off. So there you go. So I wanted to talk about job site safety, the whole Instagram thing. I think what happens is what people on Instagram don't understand is they're taking. I guess I'm taking these little 30-second clips out of context. I'm taking them out of a large video, or they're taking them out of context because they're just a glimpse of this big overall picture. And so, like for instance, we were cutting in. We were doing a video. John and I were making a video how to do ceiling cut-ins, and we weren't painting the room. We were just in there doing ceiling cut-ins. And so we were showing the ceiling cut-ins, and they were like, well, people were like, you should roll the walls first, or you should do this first. And it's like, people don't understand that this was just a little 30-second clip out of a 12-minute video of how to do cut-ins. And so, and so another thing, this video that brought a lot of controversy, the rolling the walls. I was on a 24-foot ladder using the Graco pressure roller, and I just wanted to go up on the ladder and see how it would function on a 24-foot ladder, if it would work, if it's gonna be too heavy and stuff. And it was interesting. And so people were like, oh my gosh, you're not laying out your wall, you're going from side to side, you're going up and down, you're going all over the direction. And all it was doing was just testing out the roller for that incident, for that segment or whatever. And so it's kind of like, and it was just a glimpse of, I wanted to show people this pressure roller that you can get up on a ladder and use it. But I was trying to see how functional it was, could you lay out and stuff. And so people didn't see the whole picture of us rolling the wall.
But even on your videos that you've put on YouTube showing, parts of jobs are getting a lot of controversy and talking about safety. And so is safety important to you?
Safety is, so here's, and get this, so you understand, we haven't had one workers' comp claim in our entire career in doing business. Job site safety is very important to us. I've been to all OSHA's classes, so has John, and we don't take it lightly. It's very important to us. And we've had classes and teaching our new guys, how to properly use ladders, all the OSHA safety stuff. It's very important. And when I hire a new guy, one of the discussions I have with them is talking about them never pushing their limits beyond what they are comfortable for, and never. If I ask you to go up a ladder and it's too high for you, you need to not go up there if you're not comfortable with it. And I always try to get that across to my guys. is if you're not comfortable with what I ask you to do, you have to say so. Just say, I'm not comfortable doing that. And we've had people not comfortable to getting on 24-foot ladders, and I have no problem with it. We just don't have them go on 24-foot ladders. They just work down below on 8-foot ladders, because there are some people afraid of heights. I was afraid of heights when I started painting, so I understand it. I get it. And in job site safety, I think one of the things, a picture recently, Zach was on a 28-foot ladder, and people were asking, where's the spotters and how come he doesn't have a spotter on the ladder? And when Zach even went up on the ladder for that picture, he there was one time on another wall, he asked me to spot the ladder, and I did spot the ladder because he felt uncomfortable being on it. But when he was on in that picture, he didn't ask for it. He was on a non-slip drop cloth, and we use these non-slip drop cloths on tile floors and stuff like that. And as you go up the ladder, you can feel the ladder, whether it feels sturdy and stuff like that. And we don't, I never push the limits. I encourage my guys never to push the limits. I know some of the guys, Zach is not afraid of heights, and he's willing to go up higher on the ladder than I'm even willing to, and it doesn't bother him. But we always encourage them to be safe at all costs, because I always tell my guys, I can never live with myself if I ask you to violate a rule, OSHA rule and regulation, and do something that's outside of your comfort zone, and you fell off a ladder and got hurt and say you were paralyzed for the rest of your life. I could never live with myself knowing that I was part of that cause of that.
So we take safety very seriously.
We do.
And so, I saw Don's with us, who created the gooseneck. Didn't you use the gooseneck to cut in a super high ceiling?
So that's what we just used, and that was another controversial thing. John used an extension pole, and literally the ceiling was literally 28 feet up in the air, 28 feet around the light, the scutcheon plate like this. John hooked the gooseneck up to an extension pole that extended up. It extended like 24 feet. Then he climbed up onto an A-frame ladder, which was like a 6-foot ladder, and he hand cut around those two lights getting up there. And it was interesting because this is gets back to the job site safety. John rolled that whole ceiling with and we had pictures of John and videos that we put on Instagram, John rolling it with an 18-inch roller. And it was crazy because I thought it would take him several hours, 2-3 hours to do it. But prior to even starting that, on Instagram, it just blew up. It's like, I can't believe you're not using rolling scaffolding. I can't believe you're not using scaffolding. We talked about it. We discussed it. Both John and I discussed it. And of course, John's the one that's got to look up there and roll it, not me. I mean, I could have. I did do it for a little bit.
But if he asked you, should we have scaffolding, you would have said yes.
I was getting to that part.
Yeah.
So John, because I felt bad that John was going to have to roll it, and he's like, "It's not a problem. I can roll it," because it was that high on an extension pole and standing on a couple rungs of the ladder. And I'm like, "Look, John, I'll go down and get scaffolding right now." And he's like, so we discussed it, and he's like, "Look, I can roll this ceiling faster than you can drive down, get the scaffolding, come back, set it up. I will probably already have it rolled." I'm like, "Are you sure?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he goes, "I don't mind doing it." And some guy said that, his neck's going to hurt for the next 2 weeks. I mean, John's neck didn't even hurt at all doing it. It didn't. His shoulders, it obviously gave him a good workout doing it. But we had the discussion. If John would have said, "You know what? I want scaffolding," I would have been down there and got scaffolding. Yeah. No questions asked. None. It was John's call. And so because he said not to do it, I wanted to do it to see what it was going to feel like for him doing it. So I rolled a section, and John is better at doing that high stuff like that than I am because he does it more than me, but he did that in under an hour. And so he rolled that whole ceiling at that height under an hour, and Zach did the cut-ins around the whole ceiling and wall cut-ins around the crown molding, and I think he was like about an hour. But here was the thing, part of the discussion about the scaffolding. Rolling scaffolding wouldn't have rolled around very easily because it was a tile floor with deep grooves, so it would bump, bump, bump. Then there was this large section of furniture in the middle. Yeah. We would have had to move that and somehow get that out of the way, and there was no place to put it.
John could be his son.
so there was a lot of discussion that went into it, and it would have been nice. But then also the scaffolding, we would have had to build 3 tiers of scaffolding, and if I had to get on the scaffolding, I would have been terrified. I get on scaffolding and it scares the heck out of me. And I know it's weird because because the ladders don't scare me nearly as much as scaffolding. But this was something interesting. A guy posted a picture on Instagram, and he said, I was a fool for not using scaffolding, and I wasn't being safe. And he was on 3 tiers of scaffolding up, and he was spraying on the scaffolding, and he had no railing around the scaffolding.
So you're saying this is his social media?
It was his social media.
So this is a picture he posted of himself.
And he was saying, why don't I use scaffolding? It's so much safer and so much easier.
So
and all he had to do is one step backwards. He would have fell off. I was like, oh my gosh. I mean, I was like getting butterflies looking at his picture.
Yeah.
It was the craziest thing. I was like, it made me scared just looking at his picture. But the scaffolding, if you build it up and then you have the railing around it, it's very safe.
Yeah.
But then we wouldn't have been able to, there was a section where it goes into a hallway. We wouldn't have been able to get it in there. And so then we would have had to build scaffolding. It would have been...
Somebody said, is there a live video or is this just for chatting? There should be a live video. I don't know. Tell us. Do you see a live video or do you just hear us?
Oh my gosh, are we not live? I see me. Do you see me?
I don't see you.
I see you right there.
I see myself. Oh.
Somebody's not seeing.
But
this
people have a
live.
lot of questions that we haven't been able to answer. So I think we should start reading some of these questions.
All you gotta do is just fire them off.
Oh, but I'd be interrupting you. I don't want to interrupt you.
Is there a live video? Yeah. So if you saw any questions, you just...
Oh, I've seen a lot of questions, but...
Bring them on.
But anyways, if you're new to joining us tonight, we want to let you know that we are traveling to Galveston, Texas this week, and we are going to be at the National Paint and Decorating Show, and we're going to be guest of Graco, so we're super excited. So come down to see us. They're giving us tons of stuff to give away. We're going to be bringing some hats. We're going to be bringing some postcards that will give you a percentage off of stuff on our store. And so come down to see us. If you can't come down to see us, then look for us on social media because, we're going to be traveling, we're going to be having fun, and we're going to be at a paint and decorating show. So follow us and come with us that way. And next Monday night, we are going to be doing a really big giveaway.
Somebody's at the door.
Somebody's at the door.
I got a new toy. I got a doorbell that videos you as you come up. So nobody can sneak up on me. So that's what that
So
little
Capstone
was.
says, have you ever tried postcards as advertising? Yes, we have. We have sent postcards out in the past. Typically in the winter has always been a time that's slowed down for us. They're very effective. And we use door hangers.
Door hangers and postcards were effective. And this is interesting, an interesting story. I've told it before, but when we used to do door hangers and hang them on doors, and we literally had a guy 3 years after I hung the door hanger on his door. He called us 3 years later. He still had the door hanger, and it had like a discount. And he said, "Does it still apply?" And called us. So you never know. You never know when that door hanger.
But I
is
could
going
one
to
up
work.
that. We had a customer that we gave an estimate to.
You always one up me.
No, 7 years.
7 years.
7 years. She waited her exterior. I guess every year she's like, oh, it doesn't really need it. Oh, it doesn't. And she called and said, can you paint my house now? And so you don't ever know unless there's another painter at their house.
You didn't just one up one. You double up on that one. Rick Gonzalez says he's not afraid of heights. I am afraid of heights. I mean, I'm not, and I'm a painter, and I still get on ladders, I still get on roofs, and I'm not afraid to admit that I'm afraid of heights. I mean, I get on roofs, and there's stuff that Zach does that would terrify me. I can't do it. I mean, it doesn't bother Zach. It doesn't bother a lot of the guys. Some of the stuff John does would terrify me.
So Q What a Knife says, I see there's a video about $20,000 cleaning bill. Can you share what happened?
We're not the cause of the cleaning bill.
This is this disclaimer. Our guys, we treat people's homes with great respect. And we want their house when we leave to be cleaner than when we came. So if it's mopping floors, if it's vacuuming, we cover people's property. We want to take care of people's homes. But when you got to this job site, what happened?
It was kind of interesting because I just did this 3 or 4 video blog thing, and just kind of has and it just so happened I didn't decide to do the blog because of this house. I started doing the blog, and I walked into the house, and this is what we ran into.
Yeah.
And this is, we got a lot of criticism from the blog and stuff like that because
That's okay.
But it's okay. It's when they're still working, they're in there right now tearing out tile after we painted all the walls. And so the tile guy told the customer that the dust from tearing out the tile in his entire house would only rise off the floor about this high, so he didn't have to worry about the artwork on his wall. That's why the artwork wasn't removed. And I mean, because he said the dust was so fine and it would just settle. Because it's so fine, it's going to rise to the ceiling. I mean, we got up there on the top of his artwork. It was caked.
He had an artist install work after you painted.
And they still hadn't ripped out the tile.
And they said, that's okay, install it.
He said it was fine.
And you're talking a lot of money artwork.
So the $20,000 thing is just when I walked out of the house, it was absolutely unbelievable. And it's kind of just an estimate of what, if it was my house, the cleaning bill, what it would cost to literally clean all of his electronics, computers, TVs. It would be at least $20,000. And there's some of the stuff that's not even cleanable and repairable. I mean, some of that dust is going to get inside TVs, computers. There was nothing. They were demoing. They tore out door jambs, doors. They'd already had half the tile torn out, cabinets torn out, and you can imagine they were in there with like jackhammers tearing out this tile and ripping. They ripped out this one demo, this whole bathroom, and there was not one piece of plastic over nothing in the entire house.
When we got to the house.
When we got to the house, and people were like, it's interesting because people are, well, why didn't we just walk away and tell them that we'll come back?
We did what we said we were going to do.
The customer called us in. The customer didn't have a problem with none of this. So it's really, I mean, the customer's comfortable. He's the one that scheduled everybody to be there. Mm-hmm. He's the one that wanted it to be like this. And we were looking around going, okay, but the customer's happy. He's like, start painting. And we're like, okay. And but the walls are going to be dusty, afterward. And he's like, I don't care, just paint. And so he was having a ball, having a good time. It was a war zone, construction zone, and he was sitting there watching TV during the whole time.
You didn't change how you go into a house.
Well, we attempted,
to cover things and take care of.
We started dropping plastic over everything, even though it was already obliterated with dust, and we felt it was pointless, but we still did, and we dropped cloths down where we could. But then other contractors were tripping over them, stumbling on them. They needed to get under this, and they would pull the plastic off, and then we started getting in their way when everything was working smoothly before we got there. And so then all of a sudden we're like messing things up, and so we don't want to be a hindrance to them. We all have to work around each other.
We didn't spray in this house.
No, we didn't spray anything.
So we wouldn't have created any dust to begin with.
No, we just ruled walls.
But you're starting, you're learning this whole YouTube thing. I mean, it's all about education and it's about teaching. And so you just were like, today I'm going to blog. And so you walked into the room and you were pretty surprised because that's not normally the situation that we work under.
Yeah.
Typically, most 90% of jobs, or 95, we come in and there's nobody else working. We do a great job, clean up.
Well, that situation's never happened in my entire career.
Okay.
That was...
So you got to be a part of it.
That was crazy. And so you got to see what we as
painters...
And
you thought it was crazy.
It was absolutely crazy. It was... I just was horrified with how the other contractors treated the customer's property.
Yeah, because that the customer had high value stuff, and
it was $1 million home, man. He had paintings worth thousands of dollars on walls, and he had a clock. There was only 10 of them in the world.
Yeah,
and it was sitting there, and there was no plastic over it at all. Yeah. And so eventually and they're tearing tile out all around it. It was crazy.
Yeah. So the reality is you gave. And you could go watch the video.
We gave him our word that we were going to be there to paint, and when we showed up, it wasn't ideal for us, but he wanted us painting, and we did what we said we were going to do, and he was extremely happy.
And we did it in the timeline that we said we were going to do it.
And he said our guys, I was there painting too, and he said the guys were absolutely amazing. He loved us, and we painted for him multiple times before.
So if you guys don't know what we're talking about, he just posted a video called $20,000 cleaning bill, and so it was just this is a job we're working on this week, and this is, what I'm walking into.
We don't have to pay for the cleaning bill. Somebody's going to have to pay for it. There's going to be a massive cleaning bill cleaning this house. when it's all said and done. When you could have spent $1,000 covering plastic, tent using zip walls and stuff like that. We would have, if it was me, the contractor, I would have zip walled the room off and vented it out one of the windows.
Kind of like how you do cabinets. Yeah.
We would have set it up just like we do cabinets.
Yeah. So, you know, but, you know, welcome to our world. And so if you do like his blogging style, let us know, you know, because we're here for you guys and we want to know what you're interested in seeing. Do you want more how-to? Do you want more, you know, spontaneous?
There's 11 people that don't like it.
That's okay.
That's the craziest thing, because it's so funny, because every time I post a video, like not even the blog videos, but every time I post a video, it gets 11 dislikes before they could even have time to watch the video. Like the videos, one of the blog videos, like 30 minutes long, and be like within 5 minutes of me posting it, there'll be 11 dislikes.
That's okay. But
really?
We're not here for those people.
Is it okay?
We're here for these people.
Really? So I can't talk about it?
No, because we're positive.
All right.
Yeah. So anyways, if you guys have any suggestions, we want to hear from you. You know, and can you move the feed?
Oh my.
Can you move it? It doesn't seem like it's moved. Oh, it has moved.
Let's see. People just need to man up and stop whining. You should give away one of your B&K bid packages. Well, now that's a good idea.
That is a good idea. And what I read on the feed a little bit ago is that these are not available to sell. So, you know, we will, not yet. Because somebody went to their website and said...
And you're trusting them.
Yes.
So
that is something that I wanted to bring up tonight. Is all relationships are based on trust, and when you work for a company, or if you own a company and you have customers, that's like any relationship. It's based on trust. You know, when they're gonna trust that you're gonna show up, you're gonna trust that they're gonna pay you. And I saw somebody today that said they did a job, they did a great job, and the person said they're not going to pay them the full amount. And
that's happened to us before.
You know, it does happen, and I think you have to weigh the cost. You know, sometimes it's better to walk away and to just realize you can't make everybody happy, and sometimes, you know what, you deserve to get paid and they're wronging you. You know, so each situation is unique. But we had a customer this week that, you know, said they didn't want to pay until they knew we were coming back. And, you know, I had a little bit of a conversation with her because, you know, somebody asked to do a bid packet, and I think we can give one away tonight.
Yep, we'll give one away.
The reason Chris made that bid packet is because he wants, before he gets a job, for the people to know that they're established, they're not going anywhere, I know where their home is, I can find them, you know, they've been in business, they have all these referrals, and so it's trying to build trust. And so, you know, people have purchased your bid packet and you're going to give one away, but look at it with that intent that, you know, if you are starting a business, you want to let the people know that you are a trustworthy person, and so you want to give them the credentials that show. You know, and that's what, like, being part of the Better Business Bureau and having licenses. I mean, we just got our little license sent to us, and that just shows.
Don't show that. People get our number and start filing complaints. We don't want no people to know our OC number. That's private information.
Oh, wow. So
our bid package is like 20. It's like 20 pages long, and it's part of, you know, selling us without us even having to be there. And I do sell it on my website, theidahopainter.com, and to help you out. And it's a document, the Word document. You can just plug in your own, you know, logo right to it, and you have your own 20-page document. That's going to win you a lot of bids, and it's there to help you out and help you guys, you know, win more bids and become more successful. And that's why I've made it available for people that want to, you know, increase their business and increase their win percentage. It's there. So yeah, we'll give one away tonight.
Yeah, we'll give one away tonight, and then we're going to give away this also.
We're going to have to do, because we're running out of time. But,
are we?
We haven't even talked about job site safety, and
so. But there's a lot of questions, and we want to get those to you.
Let's see, Andrew Parker. I heard you don't like using flat on walls. What do you use for most of your walls? We use satin on our walls, and so the flats have a tendency, like if you get a handprint on it, the oils from your handprint show up because it changes the sheen of the flat. The flats that we've used and tested, they're harder to touch up and they burnish a lot easier and stuff. Flats show true color, look awesome. But with any kids, any high traffic and stuff, hands, somebody walking down a hallway, brushes up against it with their arm, you're going to see the mark. And the flats have just been a big problem, for us, over the years. And so we put flat on ceilings, satin on the walls, which cashmere, it's called low luster. We use cashmere, low luster.
So Cheryl says, are we able to access the comment feed while rewatching the show later?
No.
Can't
No,
wait
the comment
Facebook
feed, I think it's
page.
like 5 minutes after we hit, stop the live feed, you can no longer put comments on it. And then the comments, once you close this box, we can never even bring it back up and look at it. I can't even scroll past a certain section, so I can't even go to the beginning of the chat and see what somebody said at the beginning of the chat, unfortunately. So Bob's Handyman Service says, what is the bid packet? So our bid packet is when somebody asks for a bid to paint a bedroom, we give them a bid, which is one page that says how much it's going to cost, and it kind of outlines what we're going to be using on one page. But then along with that one page bid comes a 20-page bid packet that explains who we are, what we do, how we do it, and who's going to be doing it. And it has pictures of the employees, our resume, all about the whole process. It will answer every single question somebody could possibly have about the painting process, what's going to go on, what we're going to use. And so that package is very detailed. It took me probably 8 to 10 years to put it together. And then every year I update it in the wintertime, because we may have ran into a situation that we never run in before, and I need to put it in the bid packet so I don't have to answer it.
Have we done that this year yet?
I have.
Oh, good.
Yep. So you smiled like I didn't, but I smiled back and I did.
Yes, you did.
So and the bid packet, we send it out electronically now, but it used to go into a blue folder, and we would hand deliver it in a blue folder, had our our logo on it, a sticker on it.
It was very labor intensive when we first started out.
But it would win us like 70% of our bids, just the packet itself.
Yeah.
And so.
And it's building that trust. B&T Paintings in California says if you aren't licensed, technically customers don't have to pay, and painters would be liable to pay back any money. No recourse for an unlicensed painter in California.
This is true.
So I think wherever you live, you need to know what rules the government has on.
Here in Idaho, the only thing you have to be licensed to do is plumbing and electrical. To be a general contractor, you don't even need a license.
Wow.
You don't need a license to be a roofer, a sider, a painter, nothing. You can grab a brush, start painting, away you go.
Wow. And, which isn't great.
It's not good.
Good.
It's not good.
Yeah.
It's not good at all.
But you are registered.
Oh, I'm a licensed painter here in
Yes.
Idaho, and a registered contractor in the state of Idaho, and I do that because I just choose to do it. But you don't have to be, and but that's because I just want to increase my customers' confidence, who we are, what we're going to do, and stuff. And so part of that is being a licensed contractor in the state of Idaho, and then a registered contractor. You don't have to be either one of them here. So
Justin Morgan says, do you guys ever paint level 5 walls?
We do. Very rarely up here. You don't see it very. And over in the UK, we just got back from there not too long ago. Everything was level 5 finishes. Over here, hardly anything. It's what we call Sun Valley texture, knockdown texture, or orange peel texture is what we see. Mostly orange peel and then Sun Valley texture.
So if you're on the live feed and you're going to come to Galveston, let us know. I mean, I don't know if anybody's coming, but if you are, we'd love to know and to look for you, and hopefully
if anybody on this feed,
bam,
just type, say, I'm going. That'd be kind of cool to see who is going to be there. You don't have to be licensed here in South Carolina, but we are. That's Jenny Tootin said that. Drome Landry, all need license in Louisiana. So Landry says, us splash painting, don't use flat on walls. I agree. Does licensing help with business, insurance, etc.? So the licensing up here, being a licensed contractor and a registered contractor, has nothing to do with insurance. Up here it has nothing to do with our rates. It doesn't give us having those two licenses is no benefit to me whatsoever, except when a customer opens my bid packet, there's a picture of the license. It builds customer confidence. They're like,
Samuel
oh,
Dawson's going to be there. Yay.
Hey, Samuel, we'll see you.
Yeah, look forward to meeting
Cool.
you.
Quick question: do you miss the vibrating paintbrush?
No.
It was fun. I gotta say. I mean, it'd be nice if they sent me another one because he owns it now. We sent it to Tim.
So Ron Thrall says, hire an apprentice, train, reproduce him, speed up. And so we actually met with the Department of Labor, and we're looking into, President Trump signed an executive order last summer trying to expand the apprenticeship programs. And what's awesome about them is that it's nationwide. So if we do it in Idaho and California, that apprentice can go with them. So I think it's a very awesome thing, and we're looking into being a part of that program. So, yeah.
So,
we need a standard.
So here we go. We're going to give away a 2-edge right here. A 2-edge, and we're just going to do the standard number thing.
We
on
are.
My pen, and I'll just write a number. That's not going to work because I don't think it'll write on plastic.
I'll write it down here.
No, because if we have to write it on here, because it makes it like official.
No, because what if I mail it to the other person?
There. It has to be official.
But what if I mail it to the wrong person? They'll be
This is the official way to do it. Okay, here we go. I'm going to write a number on the back of it, and then I can flip it over and show you. The first person to guess the number is going to get one of the Zorcorp knives. And they're probably sending them out to people on social media and stuff just to get the word out and stuff. It's kind of cool. I'm kind of stoked they sent me one. So
yeah,
there you go. All you got to do is guess the number, and it could be yours. We're giving out another one. The super rad Zorcorp 2-edge knives. I don't know if John's probably
Chris,
still not even on, huh?
You know, Chris offers phone support, email support on his website. So
the number's
go to our
above
website,
50. I'll give you a hint.
theidahopainter.com.
It's above 50 and below 100. Oh boy, this
is a hot commodity.
I guess so. Here we go. I wonder if I could shave with it.
Okay, yeah, let's not cut ourselves.
It's above 50. I see somebody getting close. I saw one number close. It's the first one I see. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
It's hard to do this thing with.
I don't even know the number, so.
Well, look on the back of it.
Oh, okay.
I seen someone.
I can't read your writing.
Oh my gosh, Lisa.
I can't read it.
Come on, help me.
I don't know what number that is.
Well, there's a 2 at the end of it.
Oh.
Oh boy, somebody's had to have guessed it. I can't figure out how to use
I see it. I just saw it.
Romulus 8th.
Here,
It's the first one I saw. They're going so fast.
Romulus 8. You need
Romulus
to
8.
email us your mailing address, and we will pass that on to. We'll pass that on to Steve, and he will mail it to you.
Romulus 8th. I can't figure out how to use this dang mouse. Apple made that. Got a new computer and everything. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Where'd the bottom of this thing go?
I don't know.
It's crazy. I mean, where'd the scroll bar go?
So what was his name?
Romulus 8th, and now I can't. It's like gone.
So he needs to, Romulus, you need to email us.
Live show at the-Idaho Painter.
I'll go on here real fast and do it.
Romulus 8th. ROMULUS 8th. I saw he had a whole bunch of guesses. He had like tons of guesses there.
Okay.
You're the winner.
I'm gonna.
So I'm gonna talk
live show.
Don't talk out loud. I'm going to talk about job site. So talk about a little bit about the job site safety, the scaffolding and stuff too. It's interesting because over in the UK, scaffolding, it's really weird because
everything.
It seems like most painters over here, or at least where we're from, around this area, everybody uses 24-foot ladders. Over there, they're afraid to get on ladders and don't use them. They use scaffold. They scaffold like everything. They'll scaffold on an exterior just to do. I saw a house where they just to do 3 windows, and I'm like, and the guys, they spent a day setting up the scaffolding, and I went up there and did it with a 24-foot ladder in literally a couple hours. It was just hand painting and scraping these wood windows, and it was really weird. So
Where'd the feed go?
It's crazy. I can't figure it out. It's
You
like
know. Don, thanks for being with us.
you did something to it. I can't
I
figure
haven't
out what
touched
you did,
it.
lady. I'm gonna figure out this Mac. I got a new
So Brian
iMac
says,
here.
does anyone warm up paint to spray ceilings like they do in the UK?
Does anybody do what?
Warm up paint. Remember they had like that heater?
Oh,
System?
well, it heats the paint.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a painting system. Titan had a Wagner has a sprayer that heats up the paint and then it sprays it, and it was really cool.
Have you ever used?
I tested it out over there, but I've never seen it since.
Yeah.
So they had it there, but I haven't seen it since then.
So why would they have it there and not here? We live in a cold
Because
climate.
UK blows us away, I guess. I can't figure out this thing, man. It's like crazy.
Aww.
What's going on?
Oh.
See, it won't stretch now.
Oh.
What did that do?
I don't know, but we're gonna be getting ready to.
Yeah, we got to give away a bid packet. How are we going
We
to
have
do that?
to do a bid packet.
How do we get to the bottom of this thing? Let's just go
Yeah.
over here and see if you can talk. If you
So
can.
Trip Z, what I was saying, he said, can you recommend what to say when knocking on doors, planning to start my own painting business next year? So Chris does have support, like online support, email support, phone support. He has different things on his website. So go to www.theidahopainter.com, and if you can't find what you're looking for, then you could email us and ask us questions.
It's weird because it's doing it on here too. It's like not going to the bottom. Something's happening to all the feeds, man. It's like crazy.
I need a roller cleaner to roll clean my rollers on.
Do you?
Mm-hmm. That's what somebody said.
Whoa, that just
Now that's
disappeared.
gone. Now I can't read anything.
That was a big mistake.
Oh, John's on the live chat. Yay, John, we need your help because we can't even see the live
John.
chat.
So-
Save us.
So we got a whole new computer system here. We got an iMac sitting here, a screen sitting here. We got a PC sitting here. Trying to like make this whole live show thing better, but we're trying to work out the
They
system.
need to be friends and work
and,
together.
and we'll eventually
Diversity.
figure it out to make this whole process better.
Yeah.
But we're going to give away a bid packet because I think we're running out of time.
We are running
So
out of
what-
time, and so we want to make sure that you know we're going to be in Texas on Thursday at the Paint and Decorating Show, Galveston. Come down and see us. Free stuff. If you can't be with us, look on Instagram. Follow us on Instagram, on Facebook, because you guys are going to be doing live feeds all
We
the
never
time.
did even say what the number was. It was number 72.
Yeah.
And we just
so
wanted
did
to
win.
say happy late Valentine's Day to
Whoa.
the Idaho Painter and his
Oh,
beautiful
yeah.
wife.
Whoa, got some chocolates.
They want
Wow.
something.
And I want to do a special shout out to this painting company.
Oh, it's a copy.
Evercam.
Yep.
Talking company.
The
The
Collegeologist.
collegeologist.
I told him that we opened it and he hadn't seen it live, so maybe.
What's
he has a
funny
chance
is those
now.
look like the flowers that I gave Mom.
Yeah.
Myra, what's he? Those are that's for everybody.
Dinner. Yummy.
There we go. Happy
Yeah,
Valentine's
thank
Day
you.
to everybody.
Yeah.
So,
was that last week? I don't even know. It was last week.
Yeah, it was last
You
week.
were really
huh?
sweet.
Really?
Yeah, I'm thankful that you're my Valentine's.
So we got to give away the bid packet now. I was going to talk about job
Oh,
site
but
safety. and I-
Family Man, he paid $5. He said, "Think you missed my super chat. Have you ever faux painted a metal garage door to make it look like wood? Also, Job Man Deluxe painters paint are sweet."
Spendy but worth it. Job Man Deluxe Painters Paints.
Never heard of it.
I haven't heard of them either, but I have not faux painted a garage door, Family Man, but I've faux painted doors, like
To make 'em look
a front
wood?
door to make them look like wood and stuff, but not a garage door.
And-
So that's a lot of work for not enough money. So I've done it a few times, but it's just kind of not
That
my
was the thing when we were in the UK. We saw a lot of cool faux painting to look like marble, to look like all these glass. But the thing is at some point, it's more expensive to do that than to buy the real thing, right?
Tim, you're doing great work. Tim Cloaker
Thank
says,
you.
"Thank you for this
Clocker.
super chat, Clocker." Have a great evening, he says, and so
Thank
we're
you.
missing some of the things because our system here is not working so well.
Okay.
it's like all the
But John's with us.
John's here to save the day to give away a big packet.
we're gonna have John give away a big packet. Oh, we have this. Oh my!
So we'll just write a number and give away it to a number.
Okay.
We'll give away 2 of them. She'll give away 2 or 1?
What? 1.
1? Wow. Mm-hmm. Well, you're not feeling like...
Okay, then you can too.
We'll give
You'll
away
email.
1. We'll give one this week, and we'll give away another one next week.
Okay.
How about that?
That's great.
That's fantastic.
So what's going to be the number?
I was going to type it in here, but that would be...
John's
Jobman Deluxe Painter's Pants.
What about it?
Oh my goodness. Third Coast Woodworking and Painting. They're going to see us in Galveston. Thank you.
Holy cow, you guys are so awesome.
Thank you so much.
So we're going to be seeing Third Coast Woodworking and Painting. Big shout out to you guys. Thank you very, very much. You guys rock.
Oh my gosh.
See you in Galveston. Thank you. Appreciate it very, very much for the super chat.
So did we pick a number?
Here, I'm gonna text John a number right now. We're gonna give out.
We're going out with the bid packet.
2 bid packets, and the number is going to be. I'm gonna text it to John right now.
Gosh.
And here's the number, John. Pick out 2. In the bid packet, I'm going to send you the $300 bid packet. So it's going to be the Word document. We sell a PDF, the PDF version, which is, I think it's only $100 or $150, but the Word
Third
document.
Coast Woodworking will bring you some hats.
Third Coast Woodworking, we'll bring you, we're going to bring some hats, so we'll bring you a shirt too.
Yeah.
Kind of cool. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. Anybody that gives us a super chat, it is your hard-earned money, and to give it to us to help support the Paint Life movement, we appreciate it very, very much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, every dollar you guys give to us, whether it's $1, $2, $100, it's
money you earned.
It's money you earned. It was your money you earned yourself with your hard work, and now you're donating it to us. Thank you very much.
So what number did you?
I texted John the number.
Let me see what it was.
So there it was, and I don't. Have people started guessing yet?
Yes, people have started guessing.
This let's see, because I'll see if I
don't know how.
'I'm sure probably people 666.
No, it's only a 2-digit number.
John will find it. But anyways,
John will find it.
The whole scaffolding thing, I was talking about that. Over in the UK, they scaffold like everything, and they're really big into safety over there in the UK. So John just texted me.
There's 2 winners of the bid packet.
We got 2 winners, and Kelly Single and Chris Peters. All you have to do, you don't have to send us your mailing address, because that's the nice thing about it. It's electronic.
Email us.
I'm going to email you, the passwords for the downloads to our website. Mm-hmm. And on our website, theidahopainter.com, was where we have our Paint Life store, where we sell our shirts and hats. So if you want any of our shirts and hats, are available there, and some of our super cool tools. This is a tool I would sell on my store. John, I think if you just got on, you've been missing. This is going to be your tool right here, man.
Chris already opened it for you.
I opened it, and it's got a knife. Man, it's got a knife, and it's a 5-in-1, and it's pretty dang cool. And I saw it first on Kruger Construction's Instagram today.
You guys have a great week painting, and look for us on social media, on Instagram and on Facebook, because I'm going to be traveling with Journeyman John and the Idaho Painter. So they'll have fun traveling.
Wife.
Yep.
Paint Wife's going to be there, so if you guys want to see her, she's going to be hanging out in the Graco
with
booth.
him. So anyways.
What are you going to be doing in that booth?
I don't know. I'm just along for the ride.
You going to be like using a pressure roller or showing people how to spray and stuff?
I think that would not be a good idea.
Really? So,
would not be a good idea.
That's 8:03.
So, but next week you need to be with us. So, because we are going to be doing a Graco giveaway, and those that come down to the show are going to have a chance for some great giveaways. So, thank you so much for being with us, and you guys have a great night.
And we'll see you on our next video. Out. Bam!